here to share your next favorite cinnamon roll recipe. Welcome back, it's Deirdre here, and today we are making some delicious, fluffy, and soft s'more cinnamon rolls. So let's hop right into it. We're starting with some warm milk, our active yeast, and a little bit of sugar that we're going to use the rest of later, mixing that together and setting aside so it can rise on its own. You want to make sure your milk is no higher than 110 degrees Fahrenheit, but in actuality, just put your finger in. If it's warm, it's good. If it's hot, it's going to kill the yeast. But if it's not warm enough, if it's lukewarm or cold, then it's not going to rise. So set that aside, and while that's activating, we're going in with our butter, the rest of our sugar, and some eggs, whisking that together until completely combined. Obviously, it'll be a little clumpy. Don't worry, it's gonna disappear later. Don't know what happened to the footage, but clearly I added in that milk mixture and whisked it together. You'll see it's done when it's nice and bubbly on top. And you're going to now fold in your dry ingredients, which is just a lot of flour and a little bit of salt. Fold that until all those wet ingredients have soaked into the dry, but it doesn't have to be completely mixed. As you can see, I'm touching it just to make sure it's soaked up, but we're transferring this into a stand mixer with a hook attachment so we can beat it and knead it until we get this dough that's completely blended. Then we're going to set that into a clean bowl, cover with a damp towel, and let that rise for 30 minutes. It's only going to rise a little bit. You won't notice too much of a difference. But while that's happening, we're taking our softened butter, our brown sugar, and some cocoa powder and blending that together. I don't know why I'm using a whisk, y'all. This would have been much easier if you have a hand mixer. As you see, I had to transfer to a rubber spatula because the butter kept getting stuck inside the whisk. But just blend it till smooth, then set that aside. Prepare your area. So as you can see, we're rolling out our risen dough on this floured surface. I like it to be between 1/4 and 1/2 inch thick. Spread your cocoa filling in the center all the way into the edge. Now we're coating with our chocolate chips and mini marshmallows, and instead of rolling this together first, I figured it was easier to cut long strips and fold these with my hands instead, because it's just, there's so much stuffing in each one. I just felt like it was a better method, and these actually make the cinnamon rolls look a lot more seamless and uniform when I'm baking them later. I don't know about y'all, but I bake a lot of recipes per week as a behind the scenes content creator and my own blogger, so sometimes I'm in a rush, but this recipe I truly got to enjoy. I was listening to a little audiobook in the background, but when you do it like that and you're truly putting in the love into the dessert, you know it's gonna taste good, and this recipe came out beautifully. I always know it's a good baking day when I clean as I go. So get yourself a 9 by 11 inch pan. At this point, you should be preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're gonna cover these one more time for one last rise, another 30 minutes. And the holy grail, I'm sure I say this in every cinnamon roll video I make, but we're topping this with some heavy cream and putting it around inside the pan. This helps you get the most fluffy cinnamon rolls. I always like to slightly replicate Cinnabon cinnamon rolls because they've always been my favorite, and that is one key thing that they do. So let's throw these in the oven for about 20 minutes. I only wanted them slightly browned because I don't like crispy cinnamon rolls. I want them to be nice, soft, and ooey gooey. So as soon as they come out, we're topping with some marshmallow fluff, spreading it out as it melts onto it. Then let's top with some Hershey Kisses and some crumbled graham crackers. last but not least, we are toasting these babies. A s'mores is not a s'mores unless you toast it. It gives you a slightly crispy top, as well as melting that chocolate and continuing to melt that marshmallow. And that's it. All the measurements and ingredients are below in the description box if you'd like to check out the full recipe. And I wanted to add a little snippet of my short form content on TikTok and Instagram if you'd like to follow. I love to edit them in a way that matches like a trending sound, trending music, and kind of create these cool little videos. So check it out if you'd like. Please give this video a like and definitely subscribe if you love baking, if you love recipes. Until next time, goodbye.